Greetings, fellow explorers! I'm so excited to welcome you to our first week of the history of colonial and revolutionary New York. Please join me on this expedition as we travel back in time to discover what colonial and revolutionary America was like. If you're going to join me, I need you to have a notepad and a pencil ready. Help me, please, by keeping these 3 questions in mind through our exploration. Our first question to remember is, why were the Europeans motivated to explore and colonize the Native Americans? How did this affect the Native Americans? And how was colonial New York important to the Revolutionary period? Are you prepared for the journey that lies ahead? Well, then follow me as we travel back in time to the colonial and revolutionary periods. Oh, but before we do that, let's do a quick recap of the history of New York State. Our goal for this week is to understand these 3 essential or important points in history. The first point is that New York State has a diverse geography. And this is important because it's going to explain the motivation behind why the Europeans wanted to colonize New York. The second point is the Iroquois and the Algonquin were the first inhabitants or people who lived in New York State. Of course, we've done some studies on the Native Americans who lived in New York, but I wanted to do a recap this week to refresh our memory. And finally, our third point is explorers from Europe began to colonize or settle in New York. We're going to take a look at explorers such as Henry Hudson and see his journey to America and what their first experience was like when they came to New York. So, are you prepared and ready to travel back in history with me? All right, let's go.